How are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing all right.
I'll let you get back to it. I just want to say hi.
Oh, I'll catch you.
I'll see you after the game for sure.
It is the regional round of the 4A playoffs here in the high school game of the week on ESPN Wichita, as we are north here at Wichita Heights High School for what should be a thrilling matchup here in the 4A West playoffs between the defending 4A state champion Andover Central and the current favorite in the 4A playoffs, the Kapaun Crusaders. You're listening to the high school game of the week presented by Commerce Bank. From setting short-term goals to planning for your future, if it matters to you, it matters to them. Together they can find the answers that matter. Commerce Bank, member FDIC. This is going to be a very, very fun football game for many reasons. You get the number one team in 4A facing the defending 4A state champion. Kapaun coming in with an 8-1 record off of a dominant performance last time out and a 63-0 win against El Dorado. Kapaun ran out to a 35-0 first quarter lead, forcing 3 first-half turnovers. They got a defensive touchdown from Cal Purvis, and the JV Crusaders like James Geyer, Eli Coates, they did a bulk of the work in the second half and the final 3 quarters, really. After a 35-0 first quarter lead, Kapaun took that game by the horns, and they won 63-0. They are looking to continue their dominance tonight. Last season, they had a similar dominant stretch. They came into postseason play at 6-2. They would take down Rose Hill before losing on the road at Wellington, the number 4 seed in the 4A West playoffs. They will be hoping they do not see a similar feat tonight as they face the defending 4A state champion, Andover Central. We had Andover Central in the season opening game as Andover Central lost in a shutout, 34-0 against a salty Hutch team. Since then, they have ripped off wins in 5 of their last 8. They've got a couple of marquee wins, a shootout at Eisenhower, a win against a ranked Valley Center team, and they took down Abilene 35-7 last week in the first round, utilizing a 28-point fourth quarter and a trio of long touchdown runs in the fourth quarter to take down the Cowboys and continue their playoff run as they are looking to return to their third straight 4A championship game, as they won last year with a runner-up the year before to St. Thomas Aquinas. They will have an opportunity tonight to take down the Kapaun Crusaders in what would be a monumental upset. We are expecting to have a very exciting ball game tonight. Beautiful evening here on a fall Friday night. 56 degrees, partly cloudy, not much wind this evening as we are at Wichita Heights High School. I'm Chance Lebo, as I'll be your play-by-play man and your producer for this evening's game, as we have obviously the game on the YouTube page. If you are here listening, we appreciate you for being here, and we ask that you subscribe to the channel, as we have a thrilling matchup on the docket this evening. When we come back, we will continue the Four Seasons RV pregame show. Looking for your next adventure? Four Seasons RV has you covered with the best selection for travel trailers, fifth wheels, and toy haulers. Get your adventure started now at fourseasonsrv.com. Four Seasons RV, where the fun begins. We'll be right back. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more, head to commercebank.com.
When it comes to money, what matters most to you? It's not an easy question because your answer can change at a moment's notice. At Commerce Bank, we have 160 years of helping people ask themselves that question and providing financial solutions that are tailored to your ever-changing wants and needs. From setting short-term goals to planning for your future, if it matters to you, it matters to us. And together, we'll find the answers that matter. Commerce Bank. Challenge accepted. Member FDIC.
If you're craving a taco with a touch of tradition, stop by Taco Pronto. Family owned and operated for 55 years, Taco Pronto makes all their food in-house using the freshest ingredients at prices you can't beat. Drive through today and take advantage of Taco Pronto's daily specials or grab a 12-pack of tacos for only $11.99. Taco Pronto, located at 8385 West 21st Street North, or order online at TacoProntoWichita.com.
Taco Pronto, old-fashioned service.
Four Seasons RV in Abilene is your premier destination for the highest quality travel trailers, fifth wheels, and toy haulers in Kansas. If you travel for sports, tailgates, or like to kick back at the lake, now is the time to check into kansasrv.com for the best selection on closeout deals. ESPN Wichita listeners can save an additional $500 by mentioning ESPN. Check out kansasrv.com for the best recreational vehicles today. Kansas's longest-running Thanksgiving race is almost here. The 50th annual Wichita Turkey Trot, presented by Dillon's, takes place November 22nd, featuring a 10-mile run, 2-mile fun run, and tiny turkey trot. The first 2,000 registrants receive a $10 voucher toward the purchase of a whole new turkey at Dillon's. All food and financial donations collected during the event will benefit the Kansas Food Bank, which provides hunger relief to individuals and families in need in 85 counties. For more information or to register, head to wichitasports.com.
The lights are on, the pads are strapped up. It's time for high school football. Welcome to the High School Game of the Week on ESPN Wichita 92.3 FM. Presented by Commerce Bank.
Welcome in, welcome in. We are ready to rock and roll. It's the high school football game of the week on ESPN Wichita 92.3 FM. Chance Lebo here with you from Wichita Heights High School. It is the 4A West playoffs as Kapaun takes on Andover Central. You are listening to the Four Seasons RV pregame show as we now take a look at our Shamrock Roofing player to raise the roof. Brought to you by Shamrock Roofing and Construction. Hit by the recent storm, Shamrock Roofing has local crews ready to help you right here, right now. For nearly 50 years, they have proven that they will be here for you. One call does it all. Visit shamrockroofer.com today. We'll start on the Kapaun side of things, and we'll start with the defense. It's a little bit of a shocker. You don't usually hear about dominant defenses, but Kapaun has a very dominant defense, averaging just 15 points allowed per game, 14 takeaways, and senior linebacker Cal Purvis is a big reason for that. He has been fantastic this season. FBS offers from Air Force, Eastern Michigan, Kent State, Navy, and UNLV. His brother went to UNLV, another brother went to Navy, an all-conference player last year in the Bishop Carroll transfer. He is ready to go tonight. 59 tackles, 3 TFLs, a defensive touchdown last week. And on the offensive side, he also gets some opportunities to carry the football. He has run for 4 touchdowns this season. He ran for 9 last season. He's a guy they like to utilize in goal-to-go situations, and he will be a factor this evening for the Crusader offense. As we now look at the Andover Central side of things, and our player to raise the roof for the Jaguars is one of our former high school athletes of the week in Jackson Green. The 5'10 junior tailback waited in the wings under Maddox Archibald last season for the Andover Central Jaguars. He saw a senior class, one of the best senior classes to ever grace the Jaguar uniform, go on to win a state championship in 4A, and he waited in the wings. He waited his turn. He played a big role last season in their postseason push And now he has had an opportunity this season to be the feature back, and he's done so in a big way. 1,500 rushing yards, 8 per carry, 18 touchdowns. He has been one of the best running backs in the entire state. He ran for 222 yards and 3 touchdowns a week ago. Jackson Green, one of the few juniors on this year's team, is the player to raise the roof for Andover Central. And those are your players to raise the roof, brought to you by Shamrock Roofing and Construction. Hit by the recent storm, Shamrock Roofing has local crews ready to help you right here, right now. For nearly 50 years, they have proven that they will be here for you. One call does it all. Visit shamrockroofer.com today. As Kapaun has taken the field in their all-black uniforms, they are ready to rock and roll. This should be a really exciting game, not only because of, well, this is going to be a really fun game between two talented football teams, but also the fact that these are two of the classes of 4A. No pun intended there. These are two teams that are very respectable in their own right. Kapaun looking for a return of the state title after going 2 years ago to the 5A state title and losing to Mill Valley. They are now down in 4A. This is their second year and final year, at least over the next 2 years, in 4A. And Andover Central, they're also joining the 5A ranks. So one of these two teams is trying to continue their 4A playoff hopes. Andover Central coming in at 5-4, 3-3 winners of 2 of their last 3. They lost 3 of their last 4 to end the regular season after a 3-1 start, but some tough losses at Goddard by 8, at Salina Central, one of the toughest teams in 5A, and then at home against a ranked Andover team and a team that would win the league title. Andover Central has been tested multiple times this season, but this one might be their biggest test yet. These two teams would have faced off last season in in a sectional game. Instead, it was Wellington that won against Kapaun 20-19, a 13-0 comeback for Wellington, and what was a thrilling matchup between those two teams in the postseason last year. And then Andover Central would go on to wax Wellington 58-13. Andover Central, the reigning and defending 4A state champions. Kapaun looking to return to the state championship for the first time since 2023. It's been 12 years since these two teams last met. Kapaun won at Andover Central in the regular season finale of 2013. Blake Myers' 3 touchdowns were not enough to overcome his 3 interceptions. Tyler Harris went for 150 yards at receiver and a pair of touchdowns as Kapaun would win in the regular season finale against Andover Central 40-35. As Andover Central coming off a 35-7 win, Kapaun off of a 63-0 win against El Dorado. As we are ready, as we have the two teams meeting at the coin toss for of course the coin toss. Andover Central in the gold lids, white tops, gold breeches. Kapaun in the white helmet, black jersey, black pants. We saw Kapaun wear this against Andover in the opener and against Bishop Carroll in their win against the Eagles. As it looks like it has been Kapaun won the toss, and they defer to the second half. So we'll see the Andover Central offense first. This has been the Four Seasons RV pregame show. Looking for your next adventure? Four Seasons RV has you covered for the best selection for travel trailers, fifth wheels, and toy haulers. Get your adventure started now at fourseasonsrv.com. Four Seasons RV, where the fun begins. Kapaun and Andover Central about to do battle. One of many thrilling high school games on the docket this weekend, as we have 4 matchups in 6A West between local teams. Mays takes on Wichita East. Manhattan hosts Southeast. Northwest hosts Washburn Rural, and Derby travels to Junction City. In 5A, 3 games feature local teams, with Hutch and Hayes in a sub-state rematch. Great Bend and Bishop Carroll, Salina Central and Goddard. And here in 4A, Wellington and Rose Hill, Mulvane and Augusta, Wamego and Buhler, and of course, the game we have on the docket this evening, Kapaun and Andover Central, the champ and the favorite, doing battle this evening in the high school game of the week presented by Commerce Bank. Appreciate you all for joining us. A non-traditional broadcast tonight of the high school game of the week presented by Commerce Bank. It should be a thrilling matchup between the Crusaders and the Jaguars. I'm Chance Lebo. Thank you so much for joining us tonight as we are all rocked and ready to go. Ethan DuPont is set to kick this one away, and it is a pop-up kick. Johnny George calls for the fair catch at the Central 31, and the Jaguars will start with the football at their own 31-yard line. They are led out by senior quarterback, first-year transfer quarterback Max Olson. The 5'11", 205-pound senior ran for a touchdown last week, was 5 of 12 for 80 yards. The El Dorado transfer went from 0-16 as a starter in his career to quarterbacking the defending state champion and now taking on the number 1 team in the 4A West Division. Andover Central with it now. Ball at the 31. Right side hash. 2x2 set condensed. Green the back to the right. Now going right to left is Bryson Scahan as it'll be a handoff off tackle left side. This is going to be a handoff to Green as he will advance to the line of scrimmage but no farther. Tackle made that time up front by Melvin Poague, the 6'3", 185-pound senior defensive lineman. Kapaun has one of the best linebacker rooms in the entire state. Mason Collins, Cole Tarantino, Cal Purvis, and Pete Keller make up a 4-man unit that has surrendered just 111 yards per game on the ground this season. Trips to the right side, now right to left goes Scahan. The back to the right of Olson in the gun is Green. Olson steps up in the pocket, and he is going to be dropped and sacked. Getting there was Mason Collins, and he picks up the sack. A loss of 3 on the play, and Andover Central backs it up to their own 28-yard line. A 4-yard sack that time, headlined by Cole Tarantino and Mason Collins off the edge. It is now 3rd down and 12 for Andover Central, needing to get to the 41-yard line. As they break the huddle, Olson, the senior transfer from El Dorado, has 2x2 to each side. The tailback to the left of him is Jackson Green. Kapaun in a 4-man front. Here's the shotgun snap. Green wants to throw. Throwing it out wide. Pass is going to be incomplete. Looking out wide that time for Noah Sauty, the 5'10" junior on the out route. If he caught it, would have been short. Instead, it'll be incomplete. The clock holds at 10:48 remaining here in this first quarter, as it'll be Andover Central to punt this one away. As back deep for the punt is Bubba Hall. 17 punts this season, and back deep for Kapaun, I believe, is Preston Hamilton. Good snap to Hall. The southpaw gets this one away. It is a knuckleball, going to be fielded at the 48-yard line by Hamilton. His own 49-yard line on a fair catch, and Kapaun will take over in favorable field position at their own 49. Leading the Crusaders out at quarterback is 6'1", junior Cole Rapp. The junior in year 1 as a starter has been very efficient. 16 total touchdowns, 67% completion rate. Not asked to do very much out of the power I, as Kapaun will come out in a 2 tight end set in the I formation. The fullback is Solinger. The tailback is Huff. They'll give it to Huff. Right side up the middle, 45-40, 35-30. Huff tripped up at the 28-yard line. They'll give him the 26. A touchdown saving tackle made that time for Andover Central, saving a touchdown for the Jaguars was Levi Sawyer, and to the line of scrimmage. Same formation, same play. Right side Huff. He'll try and get through the line of scrimmage, but will not get much that time as he is brought down right at the line of scrimmage. I believe that was Brenton Findley coming up and making a play alongside Cooper Green. Andover Central getting a little bit beefy in the trenches today, going up against the Kapaun team with 3 all-league players and a Division I commit up front. As they will hand off fullback trap. This is Solinger, 15, 10, 5. Kapaun is on the board first. Wyatt Solinger with a scamper from 22 yards out to give the Crusaders their first lead of the game, and a dominant start for Kapaun. 6-0 is their lead with 10:01 to play here in this first quarter. When you watch Kapaun, you got to be prepared for power I, and you got to be prepared for the fullback trap. In that time, they ran all 3 plays in those 2 sets. As the snap and the kick is up, and DuPont's boot is through. Kapaun now leads 7-0 here in the first quarter. A 22-yard run that time puts Kapaun on top, 7-0. Wyatt Solinger, a 22-yard touchdown, 7-0 Crusaders. We'll be right back. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more, head to commercebank.com.
Get your truck game ready this football season with Continental Truck Accessories. For over 40 years, we've offered top-notch accessories for every adventure. Whether it's a tailgate party, hunting trip, or hauling your favorite toys, we've got you covered. We've got toppers, bed covers, grill guards, Nerf bars, and more. Stop by our showroom at 6701 South Broadway, Wichita's exclusive dealer for guarded spray-on liners. Your truck deserves the best. Continental Truck Accessories.
Back here from Wichita Heights High School, it's Kapaun and Andover Central here in the 4A West Regionals. Chance Lebo here at Heights High School. Appreciate you for joining us here on the YouTube page. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Appreciate you for joining us as Kapaun leads this one 7-0 with 10:01 remaining here in this first quarter. The kick is going to be returned by Saudi at his 30. He's going to try and get to the 35 and no farther. Actually, the return man that time was Cooper Mason. He gets maybe to the 34. It'll be Central football. They'll actually give him, I believe, the 35. So a good favorable spot there for Andover Central as they'll start at their own 35. Ball on the right side hash. Central went 3 and out on their first drive of the game, and now they are digging themselves out of a 7-0 hole. As we take a look at some scores from around the area. Some really fun games going on tonight. Andale leads Clay Center 38-0 at the half. Trips to the left, now 2x2 as Skahan goes left to right in formation. Condensed formation as they will keep it. Play fake. Wanting to throw is Olsen. Rushers arrive, and he is going to be thrown down and sacked. Cal Purvis gets there on the blitz, and a massive loss on the play. Great coverage in the back end, and that ball is going to be marked all the way back at the 23-yard line. It'll be second down and 22 coming up for Andover Central. Backwards go the Andover Central Jaguars as they're set back at their own 23 after picking it up at the 35. Kapaun manned defensively by Ryan Burr, the play caller for the Crusader defense. As Central comes out 2x2 with 2 tight ends and a wing to the right side. Now a man in motion at Saudi. They fake it to him. They give it up the middle. Jackson Green going to be stacked up and brought down. The misdirection goes nowhere as Green taken down, and a nice tackle made that time by Pete Keller, the leading tackler, second leading tackler, I beg your pardon, for this Crusader defense. A 5'10", 195-pound junior has played very well this season as a first-year starter on the defensive side. As now offensive play caller, head coach Derek Tuttle and offensive coordinator Aaron Kopic sending up the personnel, more traditional personnel coming in for Andover Central. 2x2, 2 receivers to each side. Play clock to 10 as Andover Central trails 7-0 here with 8.5 to play in the first quarter. As the shotgun snap in the 3x1, setting up the screen, they get it away to Saudi, and he is going to be brought down all the way down at the 24-yard line. No gain on the play on the screen to Saudi, and it'll be another 3 and out for Andover Central. Offensive line just not holding up right now against Kapaun's vaunted defense. When you look at this Andover Central offensive season, they really haven't had a signature performance outside of that win against Eisenhower, in which they won 55-52. As this is a booming punt by Bubba Hall, as this is going to roll inside the 30, and it'll be down at the 27-yard line, as that's where Kapaun will take over with 7:48 to play here in this one. 7-0 Crusaders as they take over offensively. A 3-play touchdown drive capped off by a 22-yard Wyatt Sullinger touchdown as they return to the field. Same personnel. Well, actually, 1 tight end, 2 receivers, both split near side. Ball on the far side hash at the Crusader 28. I formation. Huff is the back as they will run power left side. Huff patient through the hole. He'll get to the 30. And a horde of Jaguars bring him down, headlined by Cooper Green, the sophomore linebacker who has stepped into a big role this season, playing in a big spot tonight. The sophomore has played well for them this season, and talking to Coach Tuttle, he really likes what the sophomore class brings to the table. And defensively for Andover Central, they're going to need a lot out of Carson Green, filling in for the injured Britton Findley, who has moved to the outside linebacker position. 2nd down and 7 as they'll run triple option. It's Rapp, gets it out ahead of the line of scrimmage. Huff out in front to the 40, 45, and he's going to be brought down out of bounds near the 49-yard line. I thought the the pitch might have been forward as Rapp made the defense decide. And now here comes some tempo from the Crusaders. The first down all the way to midfield, or sorry, to the 48-yard line. Tempo now. Two receivers near side as they'll give fullback trap it. Sullinger through the middle, 45-35, 25-20. Sullinger escort to the end zone, touchdown. Wyatt Sullinger scampers in from 52 yards out, and the Kapaun lead crawls to 13-0 with 6:55 to play in this first quarter. 13-0 Kapaun, and this one is getting ugly. It is getting late early, as some might say. 52-yard touchdown from Wyatt Sullinger. That makes it 13-0 Kapaun, the extra point pending from Ethan Burr. Good snap, good hold. Kick from Burr is up and through. 14-0 is the Kapaun lead, as they have gotten two long touchdowns from Wyatt Sullinger, 22 and 52 yards, as the Crusaders now lead at 14-0 with 6:55 to play in this first quarter. We'll be right back. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more, head to commercebank.com.
This football season, count on Ribbit Computers. They have 3 convenient locations in East Wichita, West Wichita, and Derby, making it easy to handle repairs, upgrades for all your tech needs. Ribbit Computers is a proud supporter of the Derby Panthers and the community they call home. When it comes to keeping your devices running smoothly, they're the trusted choice. Visit Ribbit Computers at any of their 3 locations for reliable service and hometown support this season.
As we return to Wichita Heights High School, it is 14-0 Kapaun here in this one. Appreciate those of you joining us on the YouTube page. Do not forget to like and subscribe, as we appreciate all of you who have done that. Kapaun leads 14-0, 6:55 to play in this first quarter. A pair of long touchdown runs from Wyatt Sullinger, as this one is a high kick that'll be fielded at the 12-yard line. Coming near side, this is Cooper Mason, and he's going to be tackled by his own man, Jackson Green, failing to get out of his way, and Cooper Mason is not happy about that one. The junior wideout is not pleased with Jackson Green for getting in his way that time, as the Central offense will start their own 21-yard line. 3 and out both times so far tonight for Andover Central offensively, as they will split it. 2 tight ends, 1 a wing on the right side, 2 receivers to the far side. As the snap to Olson, handoff up the middle, Jackson Green through the middle, 30 to the 35, 40, Green to the sideline, midfield 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, and they are going to whistle him out of bounds at the 31-yard line, as Green had nobody in front of him if he could have survived that push out of bounds. And a big run, just what the doctor ordered here for Andover Central. Grab your nitroglycerin pills. This one could be a shootout, as a big run by Jackson Green sets him up at the 31-yard line. Central with some positive momentum now after a pair of 3 and outs. They are now in premium field position. First down and 10 at the 31 for Central. They bring in an extra offensive lineman on the left side, as they will toss it. Here's Saudy going left side, trying to get around Keller. Not going to be able to. Brought down, actually that was Melvin Poague in the backfield. A loss of a pair on the play, as that will, or sorry, a loss of 3 on the play. That'll set him back to 2nd down and 13. And a stoppage on the field, as Tommy Inkelar, the sophomore left tackle, is on the floor, as he is holding. He doesn't look like he's holding anything. He just looks like he's in some pain. As Inkelar is on the floor, we will be right back. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more, head to commercebank.com.
When it comes to money, what matters most to you? It's not an easy question, because your answer can change at a moment's notice. At Commerce Bank, we have 160 years of helping people ask themselves that question and providing financial solutions that are tailored to your ever-changing wants and needs. From setting short-term goals to planning for your future, if it matters to you, it matters to us. And together, we'll find the answers that matter. Commerce Bank. Challenge accepted. Member FDIC.
2nd down and 13 for the Andover Central offense. They got a big run from Jackson Green to put them in Kapaun field position, but now, after a loss of 3 on the play, they're set back. 2nd and 13 as they will hand it off going right side. Jackson Green, a lot of east and west, trying to reverse fields, gets upfield, but not enough as he is going to be brought down at the 42-yard line, and that will bring up 3rd down and 21. Man, Kapaun is just getting so much push up front right now. Jackson Green incredibly frustrated on that one as he had to retreat and loses 10 on the play. It is now 3rd down and 21. A loss of 8 on the play here with under 6 minutes remaining here in this first quarter. 3rd and a mile coming up for Central. Trips to the left side. Lone receiver to the right as here's the snap to Olsen. Wants to throw. Rush arrives. Over the middle. Pass is incomplete. Looking on the play that time. I believe that was Caden Rubio, the intended target. It'll fall to the ground harmlessly as Central bursts a big play, but they're unable to get anything after that as they'll be forced to punt it on 4th down and 21. Bubba Hall, the busy Bubba Hall, comes on after a failure there on that drive from Andover Central. Not at all what they wanted to do. After punching it all the way to the Kapaun 31, they get set back to the Kapaun 42, and now it's 4th down and 21. Good snap to Hall. He can try and pin him deep here as Hamilton will step up and field at his own 11-yard line, and he'll call fair catch, and he'll field it right there. And that will be where Kapaun starts their 3rd drive. It's been all Wyatt Sullinger tonight. 52-yard touchdown, 22-yard touchdown. It has been all Sullinger. 2 carries, 74 yards, 2 touchdowns. As the Kapaun offense will get started, ball is at their own 12-yard line. I formation, they've got 2 tight ends in. It is Ethan Burr and Carlos Castro. Under the I formation, they'll hand off left side. Here's Ken Huff as he will move his way all the way to around the 17, maybe the 18, 19-yard line. So a 7-yard pickup there. Just talk about resetting the line of scrimmage for Andover Central. They're doing a phenomenal job. A 7-yard pickup there for Huff as they continue to push the ball ahead. In a hurry again. 2nd and 3, twin tight ends, I formation. Same play. Huff left side, gets through the hole, 35, 40, 45, and Huff is brought down. A touchdown-saving tackle made by Ethan Babb for Andover Central at the 49-yard line. Andover Central getting gashed in the running game defensively, and now some subs coming in for the Kapaun offense as Sullinger comes in and Purvis comes in at tailback. I formation, they'll hand off to Purvis left side. Purvis cuts back. He's now into Central territory and will move ahead to the 45-yard line. Cal Purvis with a big run that time, checking in to give Ken Huff a little bit of a blow. 2nd down and 4 after the 6-yard pickup. Twin tight ends, Castro and Burr. The fullback is Sullinger. They'll give to him on the trap play. He will get to the 40, and he'll move the sticks ahead to the 39-yard line. The first tackle that Sullinger has had. It's the first time he's been tackled all night long. As he will get 5 on the play. It'll push the ball to the 39-yard line. Kapaun got out to a blistering start last time out against El Dorado, leading 35-0 in the first quarter, up 14-0 with 4:15 to play in this one. As they'll hand off right side Purvis. Purvis to the 35 and struck down. Nice tackle made by the linebacker Brindley Stover that time, bringing him down around the 34. Call it a 5-yard pickup for Cal Purvis as he now checks out, and they bring in a pair of new running backs. Looks like they've got a new fullback in as well for Kapaun. In at fullback right now, I believe this is Nathaniel Huff. As they'll run it right side, it's Huff to the 25-20. Cuts back, trying to go backside to the 15. Huff keeps churning. 10, 5, brought down at the 5. An emphatic run that time from Ken Huff with a lead block from his freshman brother Nathaniel Huff. As Kapaun keeps it churning, they are now in the red zone, powered by Continental Truck Accessories. Gear up your truck to drive through anything. Continental Truck Accessories, built for the end zone. Handoff Sullinger to the 2-yard line and stopped there by a pile. 3-yard run that time for Wyatt Sullinger. The one thing that Kapaun has at the running back position is depth on depth on depth. I formation again. I formation handoff. Huff puts his shoulder down. Flag comes in. He's into the end zone for a touchdown. It will matter for not, as I believe both officials are calling him down at the 1. A flag came in from the back judge. in the direction of a hold. As we await the ruling. They're going to mark him down at the 1 yard line. I believe this is going to be on Andover Central. They called him down at the 1, I believe. The side judge called him down at the 1, but the white hat called it a touchdown. Or the back judge called it a touchdown. But he obviously couldn't see the breaking of the plane. Here we go with the ruling.
Illegal low block, defense number 55. After distance to the goal, still second down.
So I believe they're just going to say that the defensive end Max McDaniel just went down. And they are going to give Kapaun half the distance to the 1 yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and 1 as Nathaniel Huff comes back into the football game at fullback. And to tell you how deep Kapaun is, I have 3 fullbacks on the roster for Kapaun on my 2 deep. That goes 3 deep, and Huff is not one of them. As they'll hand off right side, Purvis into the end zone for a touchdown. Kapaun leads 20-0 with 2:59 remaining here in this first quarter. An emphatic start for the Crusaders, as this has been all Kapaun with 2:59 remaining in this first quarter. Cal Purvis, a 1 yard touchdown, 20-0 Kapaun leads. Extra point coming here from Ethan DuPont. Snap high, hold good, kick is up, it's a high one, and it's good. 21-0 Crusaders with 3 to play in this first quarter. We'll be right back. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more, head to commercebank.com.
If you're craving a taco with a touch of tradition, stop by Taco Pronto. Family owned and operated for 55 years, Taco Pronto makes all their food in-house using the freshest ingredients at prices you can't beat. Drive through today and take advantage of Taco Pronto's daily specials, or grab a 12-pack of tacos for only $11.99. Taco Pronto, located at 8385 West 21st Street North, or order online at TacoProntoWichita.com.
Taco Pronto, old-fashioned service.
Kapaun leads 21-0 here in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining in the regional round. As we take a look at some scores from around the area, Hayes leads Hutch at the end of the first quarter, 13-0. Wellington leads Rose Hill 7-0 at the end of 1. Looks like a touchdown from Landon Stephen in the Bishop Carroll game. Derby leads Junction 7-0 with 30 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Jackson Green fields this kick running backwards to his own 9. Gets to the 15, cuts upfield. The 20, 25. Green with a shoulder down will get to the 26-yard line. And the junior tailback will start the central drive at their own 26. A little bit slow to get up. Tackle made that time for Kapaun by... Sorry, fixing my headset here. This is horrible radio right now, but... Tackle made by Kapaun's Jude Porter that time, as the defense comes out for Kapaun, having really had a lot of success in this one. Just a 31-yard run given up to Jackson Green in the in their second drive, as now it's 1st down and 10 at the 26. 2 in the backfield for the Andover Central Jaguars. They will run it. Olsen left side, zone read. He will get a pair to the 33-yard line. First look we've seen that time of the 2-back set with Jackson Green, as well as, I believe it was Noah Sauty in the backfield. Or sorry, that was Bryce Scahan in the backfield alongside Bubba Hall. It'll be 2nd down and 8 after the 2-yard pickup from Central. And at this point, 2 yards is a win. And they need all the yards they can get, all the help they can get in this football game, as they really have struggled offensively to move the football. 2nd down and 8. 2-by-2 set with a wing to the left side. Olsen wants to throw. Out route. Pass is going to fall incomplete. Looking for Caden Rubio on the out pattern. Coverage provided that time by Mason Collins. The 6'4" Mason Collins in coverage. I mean, they just grow these guys on trees, it feels like. We talk about it with Kapaun basketball. They just have a bunch of 6'2", 6'3", 6'4" guys. And you look up and down that defense, and, well, yeah, they're all around 6'2", 6'3", 6'1", 6'2", 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", 5'10", 6'3". That's their front 7. They've got a lot of talent up front. 3rd down and 8. As looking to throw, wanting to throw, stepping up is Olsen, will tuck and run. Gets left side, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage Tackle made that time by Cole Tarantino and Mason Collins, as it'll be 4th down and 8 coming up. An impressive play that time by the Kapaun defense in the third 3 and out of the game has been established by Kapaun Central, going backwards more than forward tonight. Bubba Hall on for his 4th punt of the game. Preston Hamilton back deep to return it. Tucker Taggart, the snapper. Good snap, as this one is away from Hall. A spinning kick. Hamilton, fair catch at his own 35. Really good punt that time from Bubba Hall. He is, I think he is, I don't want to call him a shoo-in, but he is going to be a all honorable mention at least. He is going to be an all-league punter in the AVCTL. I mean, 31 punt average is a pretty good average here in the high school ranks, especially in 4A. 21-0 Kapaun. They have the ball back with 1.5 minutes remaining, as they'll fake it now, wanting to throw his wrap. Got a man downfield, throwing up a bomb for Rocco Keller. Jump ball, and he grabs the rebound. First down against Levi Sayer, the 6'5" Rocco Keller, one of the best basketball players in the state, doing it on the gridiron. A completion all the way to the 29-yard line. Cole Rapp just throwing it off the glass for his big man, and Rocco Keller with the grab. Ball at the 29 now for Kapaun. I formation, 2 tight ends. Fullback trap for Sullinger. Patience to the 25, and he'll advance the football to the 22-yard line. A pickup of 7 on the play for Wyatt Sullinger, as we now inch in closer to 1 minute to play in this first quarter. And Nathaniel Huff is back in the game at fullback. And a stoppage of play here. And an injured player on the Andover Central side, as we'll be back momentarily. You're listening to High School Game of the Week, presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more, head to commercebank.com.
Four Seasons RV in Abilene is your premier destination for the highest quality travel trailers, fifth wheels, and toy haulers in Kansas. If you travel for sports, tailgates, or like to kick back at the lake, now is the time to check into kansasrv.com for the best selection on closeout deals. ESPN Wichita listeners can save an additional $500 by mentioning ESPN. Check out kansasrv.com for the best recreational vehicles today. Kansas's longest-running Thanksgiving race is almost here. The 50th annual Wichita Turkey Trot, presented by Dillon's, takes place November 22nd, featuring a 10-mile run, 2-mile fun run, and tiny turkey trot. The first 2,000 registrants receive a $10 voucher toward the purchase of a whole new turkey at Dillon's. All food and financial donations collected during the event will benefit the Kansas Food Bank, which provides hunger relief to individuals and families in need in 85 counties. For more information or to register, head to wichitasports.com.
Get your truck game ready this football season with Continental Truck Accessories. For over 40 years, we've offered top-notch accessories for every adventure. Whether it's a tailgate party, hunting trip, or hauling your favorite toys, we've got you covered. We've got toppers, bed covers, grill guards, Nerf bars, and more. Stop by our showroom at 6701 South Broadway, Wichita's exclusive dealer for guarded spray-on liners. Your truck deserves the best. Continental Truck Accessories.
As the injured Jaguar was sophomore linebacker Cooper Green, as he is helped off to the side as we return it 2nd down and 3 after the pickup for Kapaun. Tailback is Huff. Fullback is also Huff. Nathaniel Huff at fullback. Ken Huff at tailback. I formation, double tight. 1 to each side. They'll hand off left side for Huff. Through the hole to the 15. Huff running hard inside the 15. Legs keep turning, trying to get to the 12, and he'll be brought out of bounds at the 13. Cooper Mason escorts him out of bounds, and Max Worrell, the 6'2", 220-pound left tackle, giving him a nice little boost out of bounds.
Cooper Mason on the tackle that time for Central.
It'll be 1st down and 10. Kapaun, double tight, hand off to the fullback on the trap play, and Andover Central spills it well. They give up just 2 on the play, as Kapaun now inside the Continental Truck Accessories red zone, where tough meets unstoppable. Lift kits, bed covers, custom upgrades. Gear up your truck to drive through anything. Continental Truck Accessories, built for the end zone. As a handoff right side, Ken Huff puts the shoulder down, and he's going to be stood up around the 10-yard line. A nice meeting in the hole that time. Brindley Stover stepping up from his linebacker position. He and Max McDaniel making the play. And now Kapaun bringing on some lighter personnel for 3rd down and 6. But don't let this confuse you. They are likely going to stick with the ground game. 3rd down and 6 at the 10. Needing the 4-yard line. I formation, 2 receivers right side. Play fake, bootleg, wrap to throw. Looking, directing traffic, end zone shot, pass is hauled in, touchdown. Jackson Gosh, 6'5", 175. He hauls it in, a 10-yard touchdown pass, and it is 27-0 as the first quarter comes to a close. The final play of this first quarter is a touchdown to Jackson Gosh. As Ethan DuPont on for the extra point. 28-0 would be the lead if the extra point is converted. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it is good. 28-0, Kapaun leads it as the first quarter comes to a close. We'll be right back. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more, head to commercebank.com.
This football season, count on Ribbit Computers. They have 3 convenient locations in East Wichita, West Wichita, and Derby, making it easy to handle repairs, upgrades for all your tech needs. Ribbit Computers is a proud supporter of the Derby Panthers and the community they call home. When it comes to keeping your devices running smoothly, they're the trusted choice. Visit Ribbit Computers at any of their 3 locations for reliable service and hometown support this season.
When it comes to money, what matters most to you? It's not an easy question because your answer can change at a moment's notice. At Commerce Bank, we have 160 years of helping people ask themselves that question and providing financial solutions that are tailored to your ever-changing wants and needs. From setting short-term goals to planning for your future, if it matters to you, it matters to us. And together, we'll find the answers that matter. Commerce Bank. Challenge accepted. Member FDIC.
As we return to Kapaun Mt, or Wichita Heights High School, as Kapaun leads this one 28-0 here in the second quarter as it's just underway. Set to kick this one away for Kapaun. This is Owen Young, as this is a line drive arcing for the sideline, and it's going to reach the end zone first, as it'll be Andover Central football at their own 20. We'll get some scores from around the area. Aquinas leads Mill Valley 7-0 in the early first quarter. As we take a look at some other scores, Wellington leads Rose Hill 14-0. Winner in that game will face the winner in this game next week in the 1v4v5 or 1v1 or 1 or 8 or 4 or 5. That'll be the matchup next week. Kapaun well on their way to punching their ticket to the sectional round with a 28-0 second quarter lead. As Andover Central comes out, twin receivers left side, a tight end and a H-back to the right. The back to the left is Green. Now going right to left is Skahan. As looking to throw, draw play on the delayed handoff. This is Green, 25, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 30. Nice little 9-yard scamper for Jackson Green. That's been the most effective offense for Andover Central this evening and all season long. Green running for 1,549 yards this season, 18 touchdowns as just a junior. He has done it all on the ground this season. Andover Central averaging almost 200 rushing yards per game as a team. Green last year showed some explosiveness with 400 yards in reserve action. He's been big this year. 2nd down and 1 for Central. Trips to the right side. Actually, it's quads to the right side. As Green will get the handoff going right. He'll turn it upfield to the 30. A first down for Green, and he'll be brought down around the 34-yard line. Jackson Green with a 5-yard pickup, and the second first down of the game for Andover Central has been converted. Play callers for Andover Central, Derek Tuttle and co-offensive coordinator Aaron Kopic. Andover Central coming off of a 273-yard performance on the ground against Abilene last time out. Looking to replicate that here as they'll need much more than that tonight. Same formation, 2 receivers, 2 tight ends to the left. Running back to the right as they'll hand off, and they will reverse it. The ball is on the ground. Sauty picks it up at the 30-yard line, trying to reverse it that time. A loss of 4 on the play. A little bit too cute that time. Andover Central almost losing the football. A team that has struggled with turnovers this season. 14 turnovers in 9 games for the Jaguars, and that one could have been disastrous. 2nd down and 15. 2-by-2 formation. Green the back to the left of Olson in the gun. 5 men front for Kapaun. Going right to left now is Caden Rubio as they'll roll coming near side. Wani throws Olson. Nice strike to the sideline. Pass is caught past the 30. Hauled in by Cooper Mason, their leading receiver this season with 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. Hauls it in just shy or just past the 30. It'll be a 8-yard completion as that'll put him with 3rd down and 7 at the 37. Third down and 7. As the snap, wanting to throw, pumping, looking, Olson, deep ball, sideline, Saudi, can't haul it in. A lot of contact with no flag. Defending that time was Gage Nye, had a one-on-one. Ball was a bit underthrown. And if you listen to me at all, you know that I don't exactly love the fact that I don't love pass interference calls on underthrown passes. And that time was an opportunity for that to happen. It didn't, and I'm glad that there was no call. As now Bubba Hall returns to the field of play, and he will punt this one away with 10 minutes remaining in this first half. Kapaun leading 28-0. Snap to Hall. It's a good one. Gets it away. This one a line drive that will bounce and will stick up. It'll bounce to 29, 27, 25, 24, and downing it at the 24-yard line will be Brindley Stover. As the Kapaun offense takes the field now, having dominated so far tonight. 4 drives, 4 touchdowns for the Crusaders. As it'll be 1st down and 10 Kapaun at their own 24. I formation, double tight. The receiver is Pondy to the right. Tight end to each side as they will hand off left side. Here's Huff trying to get outside to the 30, 35, 40. Huff to the sideline, 50, 45, 40. Out of bounds, and he's shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him out of bounds on the far sideline. They will give him the 23-yard line. We'll see where they mark him at. I didn't see it all the way on the far sideline. It's always hard to tell. They'll give him the 26-yard line. A big run for Ken Huff. 28-0 Crusaders with 9:40 remaining here in this first quarter. 2 tight ends, 1 to each side. Pondy receiver to the right. I formation, hand off to the fullback. This is Keller, 25, 15, 10, 5, and Pete Keller is in for the touchdown. Crusaders lead it 34-0 with 9:33 remaining here in this first half. Oh, Kapaun so far tonight, 34-0 is their lead as they have just been absolutely dominating this football game. 26-yard touchdown run for Pete Keller. That makes it 34-0, and we'll wait the extra point from Ethan DuPont. High snap. Here is the kick. It is up and good. 35-0. Kapaun leads it. 2 touchdowns for Sullinger, a touchdown apiece for Purvis, Gosh, and Keller as the wealth is being spread here at Heights High School. 9.5 to play in this first half. Kapaun up 35-0. We'll be right back. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more, head to commercebank.com.
Get your truck game ready this football season with Continental Truck Accessories. For over 40 years, we've offered top-notch accessories for every adventure. Whether it's a tailgate party, hunting trip, or hauling your favorite toys, we've got you covered. We've got toppers, bed covers, grill guards, Nerf bars, and more. Stop by our showroom at 6701 South Broadway, Wichita's exclusive dealer for guarded spray-on liners. Your truck deserves the best. Continental Truck Accessories.
Kapaun leads this one 35-0 with 9:33 remaining here in this first half. It has been a muscle flexing exhibition for the Crusaders. 35-0. The number 1 seed here in 4A West has shown that they deserve all of the accolades that they have been giving this season, as the kick from Young is a sidewinder as this one's going to reach the end zone, and it will be Andover Central football. This is nowhere near the Andover Central team that won the state title a season ago. A very different team, a lot of seniors on that team last year for Central. But for Kapaun to be doing this against a team that's been to back-to-back state titles, 3 in the last 4 years, that says a lot about what Kapaun has been capable of doing this season. Andover Central is not a team that is just they're not a pushover in any sense of the word. And so far, Kapaun has just been rolling them so far tonight. First down and 10 for Central at their own 20. 2-by-2 set, wing to the left as they'll run it. Quarterback run. This is Olson as he'll advance it about 3 yards. And he will make it second down and 7. Haven't seen much QB run, but a 4-yard pickup that time for Max Olson gives them some positive momentum. Second down and 6 coming up here. As they'll come out, trips to the right side, quads to the right side, 2 receivers, 2 tight ends. In the gun, the tailback to the right is Jackson Green. And a whistle, and it's going to be a timeout. Derek Tuttle didn't like what he saw, and he'll take a timeout. We'll take one with him. Be right back. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week, presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more, head to commercebank.com.
When it comes to money, what matters most to you? It's not an easy question because your answer can change at a moment's notice. At Commerce Bank, we have 160 years of helping people ask themselves that question and providing financial solutions that are tailored to your ever-changing wants and needs. From setting short-term goals to planning for your future, if it matters to you, it matters to us. And together, we'll find the answers that matter. Commerce Bank. Challenge accepted. Member FDIC.
As we return to the high school game of the week here on ESPN Wichita 92.3 FM, Chance Lebo here with you as we are in the midst of a 35-0 lead for Kapaun. Andover Central with it as they will fake it. They'll hand off underneath. Split zone. Here is the run for Jackson Green. First down and more, and he'll be brought down around the 12-yard line. A flag coming in late. Green, the ball carrier. As we await to see what we're going to. It was right at the end of the play while Green was being tackled, so we'll see what it is. They're going to call a face mask on the defense. As we'll see what as that'll put Andover Central in really good field position. I mean, that is just what the doctor ordered after being backed up for most of the ball game. As they'll take over at their own 47. First down and 10 for Central as they trail this one 35-0 with 8:45 remaining. 2-by-2 set. Now right to left goes Skahan. They'll hand off. This is Green underneath, and he'll be brought down. A really nice tackle coming from the right side linebacker spot. Credit that one for Kapaun to, I believe that was Ben Doring coming from his defensive line spot as we have an injured player on the field for Andover Central. An offensive lineman is down. We'll be right back. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more, head to commercebank.com.
If you're craving a taco with a touch of tradition, stop by Taco Pronto. Family owned and operated for 55 years, Taco Pronto makes all their food in-house using the freshest ingredients at prices you can't beat. Drive through today and take advantage of Taco Pronto's daily specials or grab a 12-pack of tacos for only $11.99. Taco Pronto, located at 8385 West 21st Street North, or order online at TacoProntoWichita.com.
Taco Pronto, old-fashioned service.
Four Seasons RV in Abilene is your premier destination for the highest quality travel trailers, fifth wheels, and toy haulers in Kansas. If you travel for sports, tailgates, or like to kick back at the lake, now is the time to check into kansasrv.com for the best selection on closeout deals. ESPN Wichita listeners can save an additional $500 by mentioning ESPN. Check out kansasrv.com for the best recreational vehicles today.
As walking off to the sideline is center Paxton McLeod, and we had an opportunity to talk to Paxton in our in our early season or our preseason preview, and I really enjoyed talking to Paxton, a 5'11", 270-pound senior at the center position, a 3-year starter at center, put on 25 pounds of weight in the offseason, one of 3 returning starters for Central from their championship team, and he leaves with an injury, and it looks like Max Stoll will come in at center. As a good snap from the center, as Olsen wants to throw. He'll step up on 2nd down and 9, avoid some pressure, and he is going to be hounded. He will get a yard on the play, but Kapaun is just flying to the football right now. There is track speed. There is straight line speed. There's a lot of speed, but there is one thing clear. Kapaun has a ton of game speed. They got guys that are flying to the football right now and doing a heck of a job of that. Central facing 3rd and 8, 2-by-2 set, 4-man front for Kapaun. They rush just 4. Olsen to throw, steps up, pressure arrives, flag comes in as try and chase him out. The ball come out, and it'll be recovered by Kapaun. With a flag down, Kapaun will recover the fumble, I believe. No signal just yet. As it'll be a turnover, and Kapaun takes over as the offense will take the field, leading 35-0 with 7:33 to play in this first half. Andover Central has run just 3 plays on the Kapaun side of the field. Kapaun has not been stopped yet. 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and with 7.5 to play in this first half. Boy, this is getting ugly. First turnover of the game for Andover Central. As now Kapaun has it in the I formation. The Huff in the backfield, both of them, as they'll hand off to Ken Huff, going left side to the 35-30, 25-20. Huff to the end zone, touchdown Crusaders. 41-yard run for Ken Huff, and this is getting out of hand. They led 35-0 after the first quarter against El Dorado, as Ken Huff from 41 yards out makes it 41-0 with 7:24 to play here in this first half. His first touchdown of the game, and it has been all Crusaders all night long. As Burr handles the snap, and it'll be no good. Off the left crossbar, as DuPont couldn't handle the bad hold, it was a bad snap. DuPont did all he could to put it down. Burr did all he could to put it down. Ethan Burr is the holder. Ethan DuPont is the kicker. As the wayward snap affected the kick that time, as it'll stay 41-0 here with 7:24 to play in this first half. Appreciate you all for joining us. If you are watching on the YouTube page, would heavily encourage you to like the channel, subscribe to the page. Appreciate you all for joining us. We stream all of our shows here on ESPN Wichita 92.3 FM, and we would appreciate it if you liked and subscribed, came back, watched after the fact, because this is what we enjoy doing. As for Kapaun, it'll be Eli Coster, set to kick this one away. As he'll line up from the right side hash. Right side hash, as he will boot this one away. It's a high kick, and Stover will field at his own 21-yard line with a fair catch. As Andover Central will start at their own 26-yard line. That was Johnny George with the fair catch. As we'll see the Andover Central offense get its start. It has been all Crusaders tonight. They lead at 41-0 here in this first half. As Central will line up, trips to the left side, one receiver to the far. As it'll be a handoff inside. Jackson Green, and he will not even get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he did. They'll give him the 25. It's a generous spot. A 1-yard pickup there for Jackson Green as he gets helped up by his teammates. The pads are popping down there on the turf. Both teams are hitting very well tonight. Here in a brisk fall evening here at Wichita Heights High School. 53 degrees, the clouds are covering, no wind whatsoever. It's a beautiful night for football here in the state of Kansas. 2x2 set, 2nd down and 9. Man in motion, right to left goes Caden Rubio. As here's the snap, rolling near side, throwing it outside for Rubio, and it's going to fall incomplete. Jude Porter in coverage that time. As now 3rd down and 9 with 6:39 to play here in this first half. Third down and 9 with 6:39 to play in this first half. Play call coming in from Aaron Kopic on the sideline. As it'll be 2x2. Saudi and Mason to the near side. Out wide on the far, it is Thompson and Rubio. Rubio goes right to left as it'll be a draw play. Here's the running back Green to the 20 and brought down at the 25. He gets to the 27-yard line, and man, that had a chance of breaking free, and that's one that I'm sure Green is used to having break free. But right now, Kapaun is tackling very well. I haven't seen him miss a tackle all night. They are flying to the football, and right now they lead at 41-0 and have no intention of slowing down anytime soon. 4th and 7, Bubba Hall on for a punt. As this one is away, it's a high punt, a wobbler, and Hamilton will call for a fair catch at his own 44. So Kapaun will take over inside their own territory, and we'll see what the Crusader offense has to offer. And I'd imagine it's probably going to probably be very similar to what we've seen so far tonight. We have seen 6 drives of offense for Kapaun, all of them resulting in touchdowns. One did not result in 7 points. The last drive, a disappointing drive for the Crusaders, and only ended in 6 because of a missed PAT. Kapaun comes out in the gun. A man in motion goes left to right. It's Jude Porter. They'll give it to him. He cuts upfield to the 45. Porter to the 50, and he'll be brought down after a pickup of 7 on the play. And a little bit of trickery that time for Kapaun out of the gun formation. Jude Porter plays pretty much only defense, but able to get some offensive reps there. A hat tip there for head coach Weston Schartz to one of his hardest working seniors as they line up in the Wildcat. Here's Purvis. He'll run it going left side. Block from Keller. He gets to the 45, and a first down gain that time for Kapaun to the 45, 44-yard line. Cal Purvis moves his way all the way to the 44-yard line, and now we see a more traditional Kapaun offense. They have gone with 3 different personnel groups in 3 different formations on this drive already. First down and 10 at the 44 of Andover Central. I formation, 2 tights, 1 to each side. As they'll fake it. Rapp wants to throw. Shot down the field looking for Pondy. Hauls it in inside the 10. Axel Pondy, this 6'2" junior, with a flag in late at the 49-yard line. This one might be coming back. Nick Ancio trying to plead his case. It's on the right tackle, Nick Ancio, the Tulsa football commit. If that name sounds familiar, well, maybe you're a Wildcat fan. His brother Will was a fantastic tight end for Kapaun, while also being a stellar player on the hardwood. Scores from around the area. Sheeny leads 20-12 against Holcomb in the 3A ranks as it's first down and 20. I formation, double tight. Handoff right side, it's Huff. To midfield, breaks a tackle, 45-40, 35-30. One man to beat, Huff to the 20, 15-10. He stumbles into the end zone for a touchdown. Running it all the way in from 54 yards, and it is 47-0 Kapaun. Ken Huff runs it in with 4:26 to play in this one, in this first half. 54-yard touchdown for Ken Huff. On for the extra point is Ethan DuPont. Burr is the holder. Gosh is the snapper. Good hold, good snap, as this one is up and through. 48-0 here in this first half. Kapaun leads it as we have just 4:26 remaining here in this first half. Kapaun leads it by a wide margin. We'll be right back You're listening to the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more, head to commercebank.com.
Kansas's longest-running Thanksgiving race is almost here. The 50th annual Wichita Turkey Trot, presented by Dillon's, takes place November 22nd, featuring a 10-mile run, 2-mile fun run, and tiny turkey trot. The first 2,000 registrants receive a $10 voucher toward the purchase of a whole new turkey at Dillon's. All food and financial donations collected during the event will benefit the Kansas Food Bank, which provides hunger relief to individuals and families in need in 85 counties. For more information or to register, head to WichitaSports.com.
Kapaun leads this one 48-0 with 4:26 remaining in this first half. Don't forget to join us for the Taco Pronto halftime show. We'll take a look at some scores from around the area, give some keys to the second half. Preview, not very many keys for Kapaun in the second half. They have dominated this one. 48-0 is their lead with 4:26 to play in the first half, as the kick is going to be fielded at the 10-yard line. Jackson Green, 15-20, 25 with a head of steam, and it'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Jackson Green has not had a fun evening tonight. He has had a lot of open lanes this season. He's one of the state's leading rushers with 1,500 yards on the season, 18 touchdowns on the ground. And tonight, he has played his tail off, and Kapaun has also done the exact same thing. As some scores from around the area, Derby leads Junction City 7-0 at the break between the Panthers and the Blue Jays. First down and 10. Andover Central has it, trailing 48-0 with 4:21 remaining in this first half. 2-by-2 set, a wing to the left. Here's the snap as Olsen will keep on the zone read, and he'll get to the 35 and be stacked up, he'll get to the 30 and be stacked up with the 31-yard line. Olsen is a cool story, a kid that was an El Dorado starting quarterback over the last 2 seasons. Missed some time with injuries last year, made just 4 starts. Never won a high school football game as a starting quarterback. He comes to Andover Central, and he goes from a program that had not won a game to a team that is the defending 4A state champion. He has started every game this season. He's played well. He's had his struggles, but he has been a very good liaison for Andover Central. From him to what seems to be the future in Ty DeGarmo at quarterback, as a handoff to Jackson Green will spurt him to the 35, and he'll get to the 40-yard line, and a first down for Andover Central on the carry for Jackson Green. He's had a big game tonight, running hard all night long, despite not very many holes. He's had to create more than he's been able to follow. As it's first down and 10 from the Andover Central 40. 3.5 minutes to play here in this first half. As getting off the field quickly for Andover Central after breaking the huddle there was Bobby Sands. As 2 in the backfield, they'll give it. Going outside is Green, 45-50, makes a cutback to the 45. Green to the 40, and he'll be brought down around the 39-yard line. Jackson Green running really hard this evening. That has been an impressive game from him. He's only a junior. He's going to have a lot of time left to sit on what this season has been, a fantastic season by every stretch of the imagination. As Kapaun receives a penalty warning, or a sideline warning, I beg your pardon. But Jackson Green's going to be one of the best tailbacks in the state next season once again. 2-by-2 formation, condensed, very tight as they'll hand off. It's Jackson Green trying to turn back to the left side as he is going to be swarmed and brought down by the Crusader defense. Excellent tackling from the safety position. Jude Porter coming up and making a play, as well as Cal Purvis and Melvin Poag. 48-0 Kapaun leads it with 2:40 to play in this first half. This has been a real dominance for Kapaun, and I really don't have another word for it. And I don't want to slight Andover Central. They've played very hard tonight, and they just have been gashed in the running game. They've been out-personneled by Kapaun this evening. 2-by-2 set, second down and 8. Man in motion, left to right is Noah Sawdy. As wanting to throw now is Olsen. Pressure arrives, steps up, lost the football, and Max Worrell is on it at midfield. And Kapaun will take over after the turnover. And Max Olsen very slow to get up. Good sportsmanship coming in from Mason Collins, checking on the opposing quarterback after sacking him. Max Olsen very slow to get up, and he'll be helped to the sideline by his big left tackle, Tommy Inkelar. As Kapaun will get it back at the Andover Central 49-yard line, and will look to put up 50 in the first half. 48-0 is their lead. First down and 10 at the 49. I formation, double tight, as they'll hand off to Keller, the fullback, sifting through the weeds of the defense, and he'll get to around the 46-yard line. And he'll be brought down after a 3-yard pickup. Pete Keller with a 26-yard touchdown run in his highlight reel this evening. Huff is the tailback. Keller, split at receiver near side. 2 tight ends, 1 to each side. Handoff right side. It's Ken Huff through the initial line, and he'll be brought down. A nice play made that time off the right side by, I believe that was Bryce Scahan, coming up from the linebacker position. As now it's 3rd down and 3 after the 3-yard pickup. I formation, under center, and now a hard count from Cole Rapp. Looking to the sideline, now back under center. Tight end to each side. Keller to the right. They'll hand off left side. It's Huff. Going left side to the 40. Slips a tackle to the 35. Huff cuts back, and the Yak keeps him turning to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29. A big run that time from Ken Huff. He has been all over the field this evening, running for a pair of touchdowns already. He's trying to best Wyatt Sullinger, who popped the first 2, and he's got the last 2. First down and 10 at the 29-yard line, as they will fake it. Booting near side. This is Rapp. Wants to throw. Gets outside the pressure. Throws downfield sideline. Pass is incomplete. Looking for Rocco Keller on the near sideline. He's a little bit slow to get up. The official helping him up, and Jackson Gosch will check in for him. Andover Central has done everything they can tonight to slow down this Crusader attack. With a minute to play, Kapaun has the ball at the 29-yard line. Ethan DuPont, solid field goal kicker. He's kicked one from 39, so you'd say probably the 25 is the range you need to put him in. That would line him up for a 42-yard field goal. Missed an extra point earlier tonight, but I don't think that will sway him. 2nd down and 10. I formation, double tight right side, as they'll toss sweep it. Here's Huff trying to get sideline. He'll get to the 30, slip a tackle to the 26, and he'll be brought down at the 26-yard line. Kapaun with all 3 timeouts still in their back pocket as the clock winds inside of 45 seconds left in the first half. It is now 3rd down and 7. As Kapaun taking their sweet time here, they finally send it into the quarterback. 2 tight ends and a receiver to the right side in the I formation. They'll hand off Huff left side through the defense to the 30 or 25, and he'll be brought down at the 24, and a timeout coming in for the Crusader offense as Ethan DuPont approaches from his kicking net, and we'll see if they ask him to kick this one in what would be a 40-yard field goal and a career long for Ethan DuPont. We'll be right back. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more, head to commercebank.com.
Get your truck game ready this football season with Continental Truck Accessories. For over 40 years, we've offered top-notch accessories for every adventure. Whether it's a tailgate party, hunting trip, or hauling your favorite toys, we've got you covered. We've got toppers, bed covers, grill guards, Nerf bars, and more. Stop by our showroom at 6701 South Broadway, Wichita's exclusive dealer for guarded spray-on liners. Your truck deserves the best. Continental Truck Accessories.
Kapaun has the football, leading 48-0 with 24 seconds remaining here in this first half. Chance Lebo here. Don't forget to join us for the Taco Pronto halftime show. We'll break down the stats and much more as Kapaun has it now. 4th down and 4 from the Andover Central 23. The Crusaders going to go for it here. Going to see what the offense can do as they'll throw it. Coming out of the gun. Rapp looking. Sideline pass is tipped and incomplete. And for the first time tonight, Andover Central has held defensively as Kapaun turns it over on downs. As we'll see what Central has in store for the final 20 seconds of this first half and see if they do anything here. The winner of this game will move on to face the winner of Wellington and Rose Hill. Currently, it's Wellington leading 14-7 at the half there. As Andover Central will line up like they're going to run a play at least, not kneel it down. 1st down and 10 from the 23-yard line as they'll toss sweep it. Jackson Green right side trying to get to the sideline to the 25, and he'll actually lose the ball out of bounds. They'll mark him out at the 27-yard line. They'll give him 3 on the play. It's been a slow day offensively for Andover Central, as you can tell by the 48-0 Kapaun lead, but with 13 seconds remaining here in this first half. Maybe they're going to try and do something. Have 2 timeouts left in their back pocket. They've hit a couple of big runs, but I think at the end of the day, they'd probably just like to send this one to the locker rooms. 2nd down and 6. As we await to see what the Central offense will do. Play clock inside of 10, the clock holding at 12.8. Everybody lines up. Here's a snap to Olsen. Hands off up the middle. This is going to go backwards. No gain on the play that time for Central, as that will send them to the locker room trailing 48-0. As I believe that will end the half. Kapaun coaches are motioning them to the sideline. And I believe that will be the end of the first half. Kapaun leads this one 48-0 at the break. They have dominated every ounce of this football game. They lead it 48-0. When we come back, it'll be the Taco Pronto halftime show. We'll take a look at the scoring recap, some stats. I guess we don't have stats tonight. We don't have Brad or Judd here, so we'll look at some scores from around the area. Kapaun leads this one 48-0. We'll be right back with the Taco Pronto halftime show in the high school game of the week, presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more, and to commercebank.com.
When it comes to money, what matters most to you? It's not an easy question because your answer can change at a moment's notice. At Commerce Bank, we have 160 years of helping people ask themselves that question and providing financial solutions that are tailored to your ever-changing wants and needs. From setting short-term goals to planning for your future, if it matters to you, it matters to us. And together, we'll find the answers that matter. Commerce Bank. Challenge accepted. Member FDIC.
If you're craving a taco with a touch of tradition, stop by Taco Pronto. Family owned and operated for 55 years, Taco Pronto makes all their food in-house using the freshest ingredients at prices you can't beat. Drive through today and take advantage of Taco Pronto daily specials, or grab a 12-pack of tacos for only $11.99. Taco Pronto, located at 8385 West 21st Street North, or order online at TacoProntoWichita.com.
Taco Pronto, old-fashioned service.
Four Seasons RV in Abilene is your premier destination for the highest quality travel trailers, fifth wheels, and toy haulers in Kansas. If you travel for sports, tailgates, or like to kick back at the lake, now is the time to check into kansasrv.com for the best selection on closeout deals. ESPN Wichita listeners can save an additional $500 by mentioning ESPN. Check out kansasrv.com for the best recreational vehicles today. Kansas's longest-running Thanksgiving race is almost here. The 50th annual Wichita Turkey Trot, presented by Dillon's, takes place November 22nd, featuring a 10-mile run, 2-mile fun run, and tiny turkey trot. The first 2,000 registrants receive a $10 voucher toward the purchase of a whole new turkey at Dillon's. All food and financial donations collected during the event will benefit the Kansas Food Bank, which provides hunger relief to individuals and families in need in 85 counties. For more information or to register, head to wichitasports.com.
Get your truck game ready this football season with Continental Truck Accessories. For over 40 years, we've offered top-notch accessories for every adventure. Whether it's a tailgate party, hunting trip, or hauling your favorite toys, we've got you covered. We've got toppers, bed covers, grill guards, Nerf bars, and more. Stop by our showroom at 6701 South Broadway, Wichita's exclusive dealer for guarded spray-on liners. Your truck deserves the best. Continental Truck Accessories.
This football season, count on Ribbit Computers. They have 3 convenient locations in East Wichita, West Wichita, and Derby, making it easy to handle repairs, upgrades for all your tech needs. Ribbit Computers is a proud supporter of the Derby Panthers and the community they call home. When it comes to keeping your devices running smoothly, they're the trusted choice. Visit Ribbit Computers at any of their 3 locations for reliable service and hometown support this season.
It's time for the Taco Pronto halftime show. We'll recap the first half, check the stats, and much more. This is the high school game of the week on ESPN Wichita 92.3 FM, presented by Commerce Bank.
You heard the man. It's the Taco Pronto halftime show here in the high school game of the week. If you're craving a taco with a touch of tradition, stop by Taco Pronto. Family owned and operated for 55 years, Taco Pronto makes all their food in-house using the freshest ingredients at prices you can't beat. Located at 8385 West 21st Street North, or order online at tacoProntoWichita.com. Kapaun leads this one, score of 48-0, and just spoke with the clock operators, and we will have a running clock in the second half. So this one is well out of reach for Andover Central. This one will be a running clock the rest of the way. But you're probably sitting in your recliner wondering, how did we get here? And for that, here we go. Here is the scoring recap of the first half, and quick hit, it is all Crusaders. First quarter, after a 3-and-out from Andover Central, Wyatt Sullinger plunges in from 22 yards out to make it 7-0 Kapaun. After another 3-and-out from Andover Central, Sullinger would go one-play touchdown, 52 yards for 6, making it 14-0 Crusaders. Andover Central would march all the way down to the Kapaun 31-yard line, but a punt or a couple of sacks, a couple of sacks and a penalty would force Andover Central to punt. And then Kapaun would get the ball back, and Cal Purvis would cap off a touchdown drive with 3 minutes to play in the first quarter to make it 21-0 Crusaders. Andover Central would then go 3-and-out once again, and the Kapaun offense would then resort to the air. Jackson Gosh hauled in a touchdown pass from Cole Rapp from 10 yards out. That made it 28-0 Kapaun, as the first quarter would come to a close. Second quarter comes along, and Kapaun would get another long touchdown, this time from 26 yards from Pete Keller, making it 35-0 Crusaders. Halfway through the first quarter, 7.5 minutes remaining, Ken Huff gets his first touchdown of the game, the leading rusher for the Crusaders coming into tonight with 14 touchdowns on the season. He picked up number 15 from 41 yards out. The next drive with 4:26 remaining, Huff would do it all in one play, 54-yard touchdown following the turnover by Andover Central. That would make it 48-0 Kapaun. After the missed extra point on the last touchdown, that would be touchdown number 16 for Ken Huff on the season, as they now lead this one 48-0 at the break. All right, when we come back, we will take a look at some scores from around the area. Obviously, no Brad, no Judd tonight, YouTube-only broadcast. No stats this evening, although so far, if I were to be quite honest, it's been all Kapaun, and I'm not sure many people are going to want to hear the stats in this one, as it's been all Crusaders. 48-0, the Crusader lead, as we are at the half. It's the Taco Pronto halftime show. When we come back, we'll take a look at some scores from around the area, do some bracketology, and much more. That's all coming up next here in the Taco Pronto halftime show in the high school game of the week, presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more, head to commercebank.com.
When it comes to money, what matters most to you? It's not an easy question, because your answer can change at a moment's notice. At Commerce Bank, we have 160 years of helping people ask themselves that question and providing financial solutions that are tailored to your ever-changing wants and needs. From setting short-term goals to planning for your future, if it matters to you, it matters to us. And together, we'll find the answers that matter. Commerce Bank. Challenge accepted. Member FDIC.
If you're craving a taco with a touch of tradition, stop by Taco Pronto. Family owned and operated for 55 years, Taco Pronto makes all their food in-house using the freshest ingredients at prices you can't beat. Drive through today and take advantage of Taco Pronto's daily specials, or grab a 12-pack of tacos for only $11.99. Taco Pronto, located at 8385 West 21st Street North, or order online at tacoProntoWichita.com.
Taco Pronto, old-fashioned service.
Four Seasons RV in Abilene is your premier destination for the highest quality travel trailers, fifth wheels, and toy haulers in Kansas. If you travel for sports, tailgates, or like to kick back at the lake, now is the time to check into kansasrv.com for the best selection on closeout deals. ESPN Wichita listeners can save an additional $500 by mentioning ESPN. Check out kansasrv.com for the best recreational vehicles today. Kansas's longest-running Thanksgiving race is almost here. The 50th annual Wichita Turkey Trot, presented by Dillon's, takes place November 22nd, featuring a 10-mile run, 2-mile fun run, and tiny turkey trot. The first 2,000 registrants receive a $10 voucher toward the purchase of a whole new turkey at Dillon's. All food and financial donations collected during the event will benefit the Kansas Food Bank, which provides hunger relief to individuals and families in need in 85 counties. For more information or to register, head to wichitasports.com.
Get your truck game ready this football season with Continental Truck Accessories. For over 40 years, we've offered top-notch accessories for every adventure. Whether it's a tailgate party, hunting trip, or hauling your favorite toys, we've got you covered. We've got toppers, bed covers, grill guards, Nerf bars, and more. Stop by our showroom at 6701 South Broadway, Wichita's exclusive dealer for guarded spray-on liners. Your truck deserves the best. Continental Truck Accessories.
This football season, count on Ribbit Computers. They have 3 convenient locations in East Wichita, West Wichita, and Derby, making it easy to handle repairs, upgrades for all your tech needs. Ribbit Computers is a proud supporter of the Derby Panthers and the community they call home. When it comes to keeping your devices running smoothly, they're the trusted choice. Visit Ribbit Computers at any of their 3 locations for reliable service and hometown support this season.
As we return, it's the high school game of the week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more, head to commercebank.com. It's the Taco Pronto halftime show. If you're craving a taco with a touch of tradition, stop by Taco Pronto. Family owned and operated for 55 years. Taco Pronto makes all their food in-house using the freshest ingredients and prices you can't beat. Located at 8385 West 21st Street North, or order online at tacoprontowichita.com. Capon leads this one 48-0 with about 6 minutes remaining here in the Taco Pronto halftime show as we take a look at some scores from around the area and around the state, really, because not very many games going on here in the area because of the fact that we are cutting the teams at half, basically, here in the next couple of weeks. As Capon leads 48-0. Bishop Miege leads Tongi 16-6 at half. Sterling leads Marion 33-6. Hoisington over Hillsborough 24-0. Leavenworth leads Blue Valley North 14-0. Southeast Saline over Russell 30-12. Great Bend leads Bishop Carroll 28-0 at the half. Other scores, Baser Linwood and DeSoto tied at 14. Nemaha Central leads 14-0 over Council Grove. TMP and Smith Center tied at 8 apiece. Aquinas and Mill Valley tied at the half. That one obviously is going to go right down to the wire, I would imagine. Olathe Northwest leads Blue Valley West 17-6. Free State leads Shawnee Mission Northwest and the Fighting Kurt Websters 17-0. Riverton leads Caney Valley 28-16. Salina Central leads Goddard 28-14. Hayes leads Hutch 13-0. Silver Lake leads Sabetha 7-0. Garden Plain over Beloit 17-0. Augusta leads Mulvane in a potential upset 14-7. St. James Academy leads Spring Hill 20-14. Salina South, the highest remaining seed in the high school football playoffs, leads at half over Liberal 9-3. Love to see that. That is exciting to see. I'm sorry. I will take that. And you know what? Just for the fun of it, we could be getting a rematch of the Mayor's Cup in Salina next week, with Salina Central leading at half and Salina South leading at half. I know there are a lot of people up there in Saline County that would absolutely adore a rematch of the Mayor's Cup with a Salina South team that lost 5 one-score games this season and a 2-6 season. They won last week, taking down number 3 seed Andover. They lead Liberal 9-3 at the break. Olpe leads Jackson Heights 14-7. Derby leads Junction City 7-0. Inman leads Mound Ridge 14-0. Wellington leads Rose Hill 14-7. These two teams, Wellington and Rose Hill will face the winner of this game right here, which is looking like it will be Kapaun Mt. Carmel. Other scores around the area: Cheney leads 20-12 in the fourth quarter, and those are the scores at the break from around the state. When we come back, it'll be second half action. Kapaun and Andover Central running clock second half. When we come back, it's the high school game of the week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more, head to commercebank.com.
When it comes to money, what matters most to you? It's not an easy question because your answer can change at a moment's notice. At Commerce Bank, we have 160 years of helping people ask themselves that question and providing financial solutions that are tailored to your ever-changing wants and needs. From setting short-term goals to planning for your future, if it matters to you, it matters to us. And together, we'll find the answers that matter. Commerce Bank. Challenge accepted. Member FDIC.
If you're craving a taco with a touch of tradition, stop by Taco Pronto. Family owned and operated for 55 years, Taco Pronto makes all their food in-house using the freshest ingredients at prices you can't beat. Drive through today and take advantage of Taco Pronto's daily specials or grab a 12-pack of tacos for only $11.99. Taco Pronto, located at 8385 West 21st Street North, or order online at TacoProntoWichita.com.
Taco Pronto, old-fashioned service.
Four Seasons RV in Abilene is your premier destination for the highest quality travel trailers, fifth wheels, and toy haulers in Kansas. If you travel for sports, tailgates, or like to kick back at the lake, now is the time to check into kansasrv.com for the best selection on closeout deals. ESPN Wichita listeners can save an additional $500 by mentioning ESPN. Check out kansasrv.com for the best recreational vehicles today. Kansas's longest-running Thanksgiving race is almost here. The 50th annual Wichita Turkey Trot, presented by Dillon's, takes place November 22nd, featuring a 10-mile run, 2-mile fun run, and tiny turkey trot. The first 2,000 registrants receive a $10 voucher toward the purchase of a whole new turkey at Dillon's. All food and financial donations collected during the event will benefit the Kansas Food Bank, which provides hunger relief to individuals and families in need in 85 counties. For more information or to register, head to wichitasports.com.
Get your truck game ready this football season with Continental Truck Accessories. For over 40 years, we've offered top-notch accessories for every adventure. Whether it's a tailgate party, hunting trip, or hauling your favorite toys, we've got you covered. We've got toppers, bed covers, grill guards, Nerf bars, and more. Stop by our showroom at 6701 South Broadway, Wichita's exclusive dealer for guarded spray-on liners. Your truck deserves the best. Continental Truck Accessories.
This football season, count on Ribbit Computers. They have 3 convenient locations in East Wichita, West Wichita, and Derby, making it easy to handle repairs, upgrades for all your tech needs. Ribbit Computers is a proud supporter of the Derby Panthers and the community they call home. When it comes to keeping your devices running smoothly, they're the trusted choice. Visit Ribbit Computers at any of their 3 locations for reliable service and hometown support this season.
As we welcome you back to Heights High School, it is Kapaun, it is Andover Central, the defending 4A state champions taking on the top seed here in 4A. Chance Lebo here with you. I'm doing it all tonight, running the ones and twos. I'm play-by-play, I'm color, I'm all that jazz. So appreciate you all for joining with us tonight. If you are here currently, if you are watching after the game and just wanted to get some analysis and play-by-play coverage from the game, well, you know, folks, we really would appreciate if you were to like the video, subscribe to the channel, because it does us a lot of good. We always stream our shows here on the channel, so be sure to hit that subscribe button. We would very much appreciate it. Chance Lebo here with you from Heights High School. 48-0 is the Kapaun lead. Talking to the scoreboard operator, or the score clock operators in the during halftime. We will get a running clock here in the second half between Kapaun and Andover Central, as it is 48-0 in favor of the Kapaun Crusaders. Minute and a half left here in halftime as we take a look at some scores from around the area. Andale finishes off their win in regionals, taking down Clay Center 51-6. Hey, good on the Tigers for being able to score a touchdown there. Other scores from around the area: Hutch Trinity leads Republic County 28-0 at halftime. Other scores: Baser Linwood leads DeSoto 21-14 at half. Aquinas and Mill Valley tied at 14 apiece. That one is just, I mean, I wish I was there, and I think that a lot of people would echo that sentiment. This is probably the game of the year in the entire state of Kansas. The last 10 5A state champions all on that field. It is one of the most fun games in high school football between between Mill Valley and Aquinas. Every single time they meet, it's an instant classic. As the officials are talking,
Because the score differential is more than 45, the second half will have a running clock. Thank you.
as the second half will start on a running clock officially, as the officials met, and this was decided long before the game started. This was decided by the ADs Chad Gerwick and John Heiss as they met. In the playoffs, the two teams have to meet and discuss it. If they are non-league opponents, and even if they are league opponents, they still have to discuss it. CASA rules are a little bit different when you get into postseason play. Obviously, in basketball, I believe there is no running clock in the halves. As it's 48-0 Crusaders here in this one. Chance Lebo here with you. 2 touchdowns apiece from Ken Huff and Wyatt Sullinger makes it a big-time lead for Kapaun, 48-0 as we get ready to start this second half. And Kapaun will have it first. Set to kick this one away for the first time this evening. This will be Connor Scripter as he approaches the tee box and hits it with a wedge. This will be fielded on a fair catch at the 23-yard line. I believe that was fielded by Rocco Keller. As the offense will take the field for Kapaun, and they've still got the starters in. Running clock here in the second half. Kapaun running the starters out there for the second half. Maybe they'll go with the backups for the fourth quarter, but leading 48-0 here. They've got a long postseason run likely ahead of them. They will have to take down either Wellington or Rose Hill in the next round. Under center is Cole Rapp, 2 receivers near side along with the tight end. They'll run it left side. This is Ken Huff through the hole, 45, 40 to the 45, and he'll be brought down at they'll mark him down at the 43-yard line. Kapaun with a nice little run of 21 yards that time from Ken Huff, and Wyatt Sullinger in at fullback is Eli Coates now as they run here in the shotgun. Some tempo from Kapaun as they'll throw a bubble screen near side. This is Keller to the 45, midfield 45, and he will be out of bounds at the 40. He stepped out of bounds, would have had a lot of green turf in front of him if not for stepping out of bounds at the 40. And Kapaun continues to put their foot down on the gas, running some tempo here. James Geyer is the back now. He is the tailback. He is their second leading rusher this season and has done a lot of it in mop-up duty. Had 94 yards and was their leading rusher last week against El Dorado. First down and 10, Kapaun from the 40. I formation. They'll hand off to Geyer right side. Geyer to the 35, and he'll be swung down just shy of the sticks at the 31-yard line. Geyer, the ball carrier, with 10.5 to play here in this third quarter. Kapaun continuing to run with some tempo. Geyer, a 5'9", 150-pound sophomore, provides a little bit of a different skill set as compared to that of the 200-pound Ken Huff. Second down and 1. I formation as they'll give to the fullback. This is Eli Coates. He'll get the first down and be brought down at the 29-yard line. 10 minutes remaining here in this third quarter. Eli Coates, the ball carrier that time. Kapaun gets a first down and now has the ball at the Andover Central 29-yard line. Those of you who were listening to KU and UNC and wanted to check out some high school football coverage, appreciate you for joining us tonight. First down and 10 from the 29. Geyer right side, patient through the hole. He'll get ahead to about the 27-yard line. They'll give him 2 yards on the play. As it'll be second down and 8. Same personnel outside of Coates and Geyer, the 2 tailbacks. Still Keller and Gosh, as well as Burr in at tight end, and Rapp in at quarterback. As he's under center, he'll give to the fullback Coates, and he will be swung down and tackled by Max McDaniel. As he makes the play, it'll be a yard gain that time for Eli Coates on the play, and that will bring up third down and 7. Play call coming in from Kapaun. As Coates doesn't get much, it'll be third down and 7. Third down and 7. Ball is at the Kapaun 26. Tight end to the left and a receiver to each side. As they'll hand off left side. This is Geyer as he will push ahead to the 22-yard line, needing to get to the 19. It'll be fourth down and 3. Fourth down and a long 3 coming up. And the Kapaun offense is going to stay on the field. They'll run the same formation. Tight end and receiver near side. Receiver split far side is Rocco Keller. I formation, pro set. Geyer the tailback as looking to throw his wrap. Post or a hitch pattern is going to be caught for a first down at the 17. Gosh lost his footing a little bit there, but was able to haul it in on the play, and an Andover Central defender is down. I believe it's a defensive lineman. I believe that's Jalen Boogie Wilson, as he will move to the sideline holding his shoulder. As we will take a quick break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. For more, head to commercebank.com.
When it comes to money, what matters most to you? It's not an easy question because your answer can change at a moment's notice. At Commerce Bank, we have 160 years of helping people ask themselves that question and providing financial solutions that are tailored to your ever-changing wants and needs. From setting short-term goals to planning for your future, if it matters to you, it matters to us. And together, we'll find the answers that matter. Commerce Bank. Challenge accepted. Member FDIC.
If you're craving a taco with a touch of tradition, stop by Taco Pronto. Family owned and operated for 55 years, Taco Pronto makes all their food in-house using the freshest ingredients at prices you can't beat. Drive through today and take advantage of Taco Pronto's daily specials, or grab a 12-pack of tacos for only $11.99. Taco Pronto, located at 8385 West 21st Street North, or order online at TacoProntoWichita.com.
Taco Pronto, old-fashioned service.
First down and 10, Crusaders. They'll run it left side. It's James Geyer. He'll get to the 15, get held right there, and he's going to get a block from a boost from a teammate. He'll get all the way down. I believe they mark him down at the 10-yard line. A nice little run there from James Geyer. They'll give him 7 on the play. It'll be second down now inside the Continental Truck Accessories red zone. Continental Truck Accessories. Gear up your truck to drive through anything. Built for the end zone. I formation as the backup quarterback is in now. Geyer running left side. He'll get a first down as they'll mark him down around the 8-yard line. They'll mark him a yard short. The backup quarterback is sophomore Liam Tabasi, the 6'1", 175-pound sophomore. It'll be third down and 1 for Tabasi in the offense. As some more subs come in for the Crusaders, they'll overload the right side. They'll run it left side. Geyer to the 5, and he will push his way ahead. They'll give him the 5, but no farther, as this the game clock continues to wind. Inside of 7 minutes remaining, we are in a running clock situation with Kapaun leading 48-0 over the defending 4A state champion Andover Central. First down and goal from the 5. Under center is Tabasi. He'll run the option, and he'll have green grass ahead of him. Looking for the end zone, lowers the shoulder and runs it in. Liam Tabasi runs it into the end zone. Believe that is his first varsity touchdown of his career. And now Andover Central trailing Kapaun 54-0 in this one as the clock continues to roll at 6:21 remaining. Eli Tabasi with the first score here of this second half with 6:21 remaining. As on for the extra point is this is the same kicker. This is Ethan DuPont. High snap, fielded well by Burr, and he puts it down, and Kapaun now leads it 55-0. We'll be right back. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more, head to commercebank.com.
Four Seasons RV in Abilene is your premier destination for the highest quality travel trailers, fifth wheels, and toy haulers in Kansas. If you travel for sports, tailgates, or like to kick back at the lake, now is the time to check into kansasrv.com for the best selection on closeout deals. ESPN Wichita listeners can save an additional $500 by mentioning ESPN. Check out kansasrv.com for the best recreational vehicles today.
55-0 is our score. Kapaun leading Andover Central here as the second half is underway. Scores from around the area. Mill Valley leads now 21-14 in the third quarter. A touchdown from Max Piva. Still scoreless in the third quarter in Class 4A. Labette County and Chanute in the East Side region. Other scores from around the area. Junction City trailing Derby 21-7. Braxton Clark with a 39-yard touchdown run. Baser Linwood leading 28-14 in the third quarter out east. As approaching the tee box, this is Owen Young as he sends this one away. It's a high kick that will be fielded at the 6-yard line. Jackson Green to the 10, 15-20, 24, and brought down is Jackson Green as the clock will continue to roll inside of 6:10 remaining. A nice special teams tackle, and you love to see the encouragement from the Kapaun sideline. There's no 31 on the roster, but 31 was the tackler for the Kapaun defense. As it'll be first down and 10 for the Jaguars from the 25-yard line. First down and 10. 2x2 each side, a wing to the right, as well as Jackson Green to the right of Olsen in the gun. Man in motion, low snap. They'll hand it. This is Jackson Green up the middle, and he will be brought down around the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the play, as now Kapaun sends in the entire second-string defense. The entire backup unit comes in for the Crusader defense, and a well-earned round of applause from the Crusader faithful as they have made the trek out here to Wichita Heights High School. A beautiful facility. This is my first time out here at Heights High School for a football game, and it is quite the prestigious facility. Second down and 6 after the 4-yard pickup, as Green is going to writhe his way around the 34-yard line, as Green with the pickup there. It'll be third down and 1. As now Andover Central with some positive momentum inside of 5 minutes to play here in this third quarter. Clock continues to wind with a 55-point lead. Andover Central taking their time here a little bit as the offense breaks the huddle, and now looks like they will run a play. Third down and 1. Under center in the I formation, trying to get everything set. Under center is Olsen. He will hand it to the fullback, but a flag comes in. I believe it's going to be a procedure penalty on Andover Central. Still waiting for the official ruling.
Full start. Offense number 11. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
We've said this many times. If we said it once, we've said it many times. There's not many things that can frustrate a coach more than a receiver with a false start penalty. It'll be third down and 6 now for Andover Central. They get out a very manageable third down, and it'll be third down and 6 now. As it'll be trips to the right side, as they will now roll right, looking to throw, wide and incomplete. Looking on the perimeter that time for Jet Thompson. It's going to fall incomplete. Coverage that time provided for Kapaun. As the intended target was Jet Thompson. Taylor Jones, the sophomore corner in coverage. Be fourth down and 6, and Bubba Hall, the busy Bubba Hall, is on for the punt. Bubba had punted just 17 times coming into tonight. This is his 9th punt of the game. Fourth down and 6. Hall ready to send this one away. This is a bomb, as it is going to be punted to nobody deep. It'll bounce to the 41 to the 35, 34, and now to the 33-yard line. If there was a most important player of the game tonight for Andover Central, if there was an MVP, MIP, if you were to give anybody an award for Andover Central tonight, Bubba Hall has all the flowers that I can give him. He has punted his tail off tonight. And I know that doesn't matter to many. It doesn't matter to all. But, man, sometimes punting matters. And in a game like this, I'm sure that head coach Derek Tuttle is very fortunate he has a guy that can flip the field as he does. Geyer is the tailback, as Tabasi will hand it to Coates on the trap play. The fullback gets the carry. And Andover Central defensive lineman is slow to get up. That is Max McDaniel, who will hobble back to the line of scrimmage. Most of the starters still in the game for Andover Central. Second down and 6. Second down and 5 coming up. Central trying to maneuver the Kapaun trying to maneuver the offensive side of the ball, as they have it now second down and 5 inside of 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. As they will hand it, Geyer going right side, breaks a tackle in the backfield, and he'll get out to around the 40-yard line, but no farther. It'll be 3rd down and 4 coming up after the 1-yard pickup for James Geyer. Play caller for Kapaun Mt Carmel is head coach Weston Schartz. He gets the play call into his quarterback Liam Tubasi, who picked up his first career varsity touchdown on their last drive. They lead at 55-0 here with around a minute 15 remaining in this 3rd quarter. I formation, receiver to each side. Handoff to Geyer. He'll go right side. He'll burst through the hole to the 45, and he'll be brought down on the play. A nice tackle made by Chase Crumley, the safety coming up in the box and making the play at the 47-yard line. And Kapaun will move the chains once again for a 1st down. As it'll be 1st down and 10, Kapaun at the 47-yard line inside of 45 seconds to play in this 3rd quarter. They look to the sideline. The play call comes in from Weston Schartz and company. Under center, I formation, 1 to each side, as they'll hand off to Bossy. This is Geyer to midfield, getting the corner, 45-40. Geyer 35. Geyer punched out at the 30-yard line, and a hard tackle that time at the end, and a flag comes in, and Kapaun on the sideline, they are getting into it. This is going to be a bad penalty on one of these sides. That was Cooper Mason that got the penalty, and the entire Kapaun sideline. The tackle was made on the Kapaun sideline, and multiple Kapaun players coming to the defense of one of their teammates. James Geyer, the young sophomore, on the carry, got hit a little bit late. Mason might have said something getting up, but the entire Kapaun sideline rushing to defend their young sophomore running back. Some words might have been said. Kapaun has already received a sideline warning. This is going to be interesting to see how they rule this. This has been the first, really, honestly, the first kind of penalty we've seen all game. I believe we've got 2 on Andover Central, 1 on Kapaun. Fairly clean ball game for the high school perspective. As the 2 officials talking. Score update from Hutch. They trail Hayes 20-6.
Unnecessary roughness, number 3 of the defense, and unsportsmanlike conduct, number 80 of the offense. Defensive line ball and dead ball penalty, and forced throw downtowns. This is the end of the 3rd quarter.
As the 3rd quarter will come to a close on the penalty, offsetting penalties on Jackson Gosh and Cooper Mason. When we return, it'll be the 4th quarter between Kapaun and Andover Central. That's coming up next here in the High School Game of the Week, presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more at commercebank.com.
When it comes to money, what matters most to you? It's not an easy question because your answer can change at a moment's notice. At Commerce Bank, we have 160 years of helping people ask themselves that question and providing financial solutions that are tailored to your ever-changing wants and needs. From setting short-term goals to planning for your future, if it matters to you, it matters to us. And together, we'll find the answers that matter. Commerce Bank. Challenge accepted. Member FDIC.
If you're craving a taco with a touch of tradition, stop by Taco Pronto. Family owned and operated for 55 years, Taco Pronto makes all their food in-house using the freshest ingredients at prices you can't beat. Drive through today and take advantage of Taco Pronto's daily specials, or grab a 12-pack of tacos for only $11.99. Taco Pronto, located at 8385 West 21st Street North, or order online at TacoProntoWichita.com.
Taco Pronto, old-fashioned service.
Kapaun leads 55-0 as we start our 4th quarter between the Crusaders and the Jaguars. Loss of a yard, no gain on the play for James Geyer as he goes right side after the offsetting penalties. Chance Lebo here from Wichita Heights High School. It's the 4A West regional round between Kapaun and Andover Central. Winner in this game will move on to face either Wellington or Rose Hill. Right now looking like Wellington will be the representative as they lead 21-7 after 3. Wow, Cheney with an overtime win against number 1 seed Holcomb. Wow, what a win for Cheney as Geyer goes left side. He gets the 20 and he'll push his way inside the 20, and that means that he is inside the Continental Truck Accessories red zone where tough meets unstoppable. Lift kits, bed covers, custom upgrades. Gear up your truck to drive through anything. Continental Truck Accessories, built for the end zone. First down and 10, Kapaun at the 17-yard line. Don't mean to distract you from the point that is Kapaun in this football game, but Cheney with a 23-20 overtime win on a game-winning field goal against Holcomb. What a win for Cheney, avenging their season-opening loss, as Tubasi is going to run the triple option. He'll pitch it out to Geyer. He'll get inside the 15-yard line and be brought down. I believe they'll mark him at the 15-yard line. So just a yard there on the play for the sophomore tailback, James Geyer. It has been all Kapaun tonight, 55-0 their lead. They have not given up a touchdown since their win against Heights, 56-14. A lone loss of the season for Kapaun, coming against number 3 in 5A St. James Academy. They have handled all of their opponents. The only time they've really been tested all season was in their opener against Andover and in their matchup with Northwest, 43-42 in double overtime. In overtime. As I believe that was Eli Coates on the carry. He'll get a yard to the 14-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 8. We'll see if Kapaun decides to throw it here on 3rd down and 8. Inside of 10 minutes to play here. Running clock, fourth quarter between Kapaun and Andover Central. Other scores from around the area. Wamego gets a 33-27 win over Buhler. Winner there will face either Mulvane or Augusta. Derby leads Junction City 21-7. Sneak peek, if we have an opportunity next week, we'll be calling the Derby and Northwest game. As right side, this is Geyer. He gets the 10-yard line, makes a cut. He's inside the 5, continues to churn his legs. He's down to the 2-yard line. He'll be brought down at the 2-yard line. An impressive run that time by James Geyer, maneuvering his way in and out of tackles, and an impressive run there for the sophomore tailback, as they'll be marking him down at the 2-yard line. 55-0 is the Kapaun lead. First down and goal, Kapaun. Still waiting to play from the sideline. They get it in. They'll run I formation. 2 receivers and a tight end right side. Geyer, the tailback, as they'll hand to him, going left side. Geyer plunges ahead, and he'll be marked down at the 1-yard line, as they'll face second down and goal from the 1. 8.5 minutes remaining here in this fourth quarter. Don't forget to join us for the Ribbit Computers post-game show. We'll break down the scores from around the area. We'll talk about the matchup next week between Kapaun and either Wellington or Rose Hill, and we'll get you a preview of what else is to come next week. For second down and goal from the 1-yard line, Geyer, the tailback, they'll hand to him going left side. Cuts back against the grain, and Geyer is in for the touchdown. 61-0, the Kapaun lead here in this one. With 8 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter, James Geyer punches it in from a yard out. 8:04 remain in this fourth quarter. Geyer with his first touchdown of the game. 61-0 currently, on for the extra point. I believe they have a new field goal kicker on the field. This is Max Maldonado, the junior kicker, as he is on for the extra point. Good snap, good hold. Maldonado's kick is up and good. And in an economy where high schools struggle to find one kicker, boy, Kapaun has 2 of them. As that kick is good, that makes it 62-0. Kapaun leads this one. We'll be right back. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week, presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more, head to commercebank.com.
Four Seasons RV in Abilene is your premier destination for the highest quality travel trailers, fifth wheels, and toy haulers in Kansas. If you travel for sports, tailgates, or like to kick back at the lake, now is the time to check into kansasrv.com for the best selection on closeout deals. ESPN Wichita listeners can save an additional $500 by mentioning ESPN. Check out kansasrv.com for the best recreational vehicles today.
62-0 is the Crusader lead here with 8:04 remaining in the fourth quarter on the kick from Owen Young. This one will continue to roll as Young, the kicker here. Chance Lebo here from Heights High School. We've got an intriguing ball game tonight. Expect this one to be a little bit closer, but obviously Kapaun has handled their business and then some in this one, as this is a very short kick that'll be fielded on a fair catch that time from Brindley Stover. and Andover Central will take over, I believe, at their own 41-yard line. So they have favorable field position here as the offense will get an opportunity to at least get some points up on the board. As it'll be the starting offense still for Andover Central. Hall and Green are both in at tailback. Winner in this game will face either Wellington or Rose Hill, and it will be right back here at Heights High School. Talking to John Heiss, their postseason will be played here. As Olson with a bad snap is going to field it. Now get out of a pair of tackles, and he will not get out of the last couple. A tough night for all involved. Anyone wearing a white jersey, as if I'm being quite honest, probably has not really enjoyed this football game, as neither side, as Andover Central has really, played out of the ordinary football tonight. This is a team that, their loss against Hutch, we covered that game in their season opener, a 34-0 loss, and they didn't play exceptionally well in that game. It was a game that was affected by the conditions, a lot of rain, but I think this one shows you just how good Kapaun is. They'll give this one to Bubba Hall, as he'll get to around the 37-yard line before being brought down. They'll give him a yard on the play. Scores from around the area. Baser Linwood now leads 35-21. Blake Jay with a touchdown to Stone Zambo for a touchdown for Mill Valley. They lead 28-14. Wellington leads Rose Hill 21-14 in that fourth quarter down south. It's 3rd down and 15 for Andover Central. Trips to the near side. The quarterback is Olson. Low snap, wants to throw. Looking, has a double move. Pressure arrives, and pressure gets there. Sacked on the play by Alvin Pondy. His older brother Axel is one of their top receivers, and Alvin picks up his first sack of the season. That sets Andover Central back at their own 27-yard line. It'll be 4th and 35 coming up here for the Central offense, as they will punt this one away. Bubba Hall set to punt this one away as this clock winds inside of 5:45 remaining. As snap to Hall, he gets this one away. It is a high kick arcing, and this one will be bounced inside the 40 to the 32, 29, 26, 25, 24, 23. Can I get a 22, 22, 22? Hold! And it's down at the 22-yard line. Down that time for Andover Central, as it will be Kapaun taking over after it is fielded at the 22-yard line. Kapaun has been very efficient this evening. Only one drive has gone for no points this evening, as there is an injured player on the field for Andover Central. I believe it is long snapper Tucker Taggart, as we will take a quick moment and we'll be right back. You're listening to High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more at commercebank.com.
Get your truck game ready this football season with Continental Truck Accessories. For over 40 years, we've offered top-notch accessories for every adventure. Whether it's a tailgate party, hunting trip, or hauling your favorite toys, we've got you covered. We've got toppers, bed covers, grill guards, Nerf bars, and more. Stop by our showroom at 6701 South Broadway, Wichita's exclusive dealer for guarded spray-on liners. Your truck deserves the best. Continental Truck Accessories.
This football season, count on Ribbit Computers. They have 3 convenient locations in East Wichita, West Wichita, and Derby, making it easy to handle repairs, upgrades for all your tech needs. Ribbit Computers is a proud supporter of the Derby Panthers and the community they call home. When it comes to keeping your devices running smoothly, they're the trusted choice. Visit Ribbit Computers at any of their 3 locations for reliable service and hometown support this season.
Welcome back to the High School Game of the Week here on ESPN Wichita 92.3 FM. Appreciate you for joining us on the YouTube page. For those of you joining this evening, appreciate you for being here. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will continue to give you high school football coverage all season long. Of course, we'll be back on the regular airwaves next week without no KU on Friday, as this will be a handoff left side. James Geyer through the left side and swarmed by Central. He'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, called a 6-yard pickup that time. 6 yards that time for James Geyer, as it'll be 2nd down and 4. Inside of 4.5 to play here in this final quarter of play. Ty DeGarmo on the tackle, playing some linebacker now for Andover Central. They moved him to the linebacker position, a guy that had played some quarterback for them earlier in the season. They move him to the linebacker position, as it'll be carried that time by Coates on the carry, as he gets about a yard, maybe 3 on the play. Yeah, they'll give him 3 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 1 now. Eli Coates on the carry. It'll be 3rd down and 1. Kapaun looking to the sideline, now inside of 4 minutes to play here in this 4th quarter. I formation, double tight. They'll hand it. Geyer left side, 1st down and more to the 45-40, and he will be brought down at the 39-yard line. A nice pickup there for James Geyer, and some new players on the field for the Crusaders, getting some of their freshmen on the field, as we see Nate Keller go in at receiver, as well as Jacob Diepenbrock going in at receiver. Some JV and freshman players getting on the field for the Crusaders, as they will be able to say that they played in a playoff game, which I'm sure is going to be fun for them to talk about with their kids. 1st down and 10 at the 41-yard line for Kapaun. Hand off to the fullback. This is Eli Coates, and he will be brought down at the 42-yard line. 1-yard pickup that time. Tackle made that time for Andover Central, as credit the tackle that time for Central to Bobby Sands coming up from the linebacker position. It'll be 2nd down and 8 with inside of 3 minutes to play here in the final quarter of play. Andover Central will end their season at 5-5. It will be the worst season for Central since 2018. Their first loss short of regionals, or short of sectionals, since that 2020 COVID season, when they went 7-1 in the regular season and fell against Arc City in regionals. 2nd down and 8. As the handoff will go to Geyer, left side. He'll get to the 45 and be spun down at midfield, and it'll mark him short. 7-yard pickup. It'll be 3rd down and 1. Andover Central, like I said, will end their season at 5-5. Kapaun will move to 9-1. They will move on to the sectional round for the 3rd time under Weston Sharts. They lost in 2021 to Mays in Sub-State at 10-2. They would then lose to Mays in regionals in 22. They were the runner-up to Mill Valley in 2023. Has been a Kapaun team, a model of consistency under Weston Sharts here in year 6 at the helm. Bouncing back after a regional loss last year against Wellington. They very well could have an opportunity to avenge that loss coming up next week. As Eli Coates gets the carry, he gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther. It'll be 4th down and 1 inside of a minute and a half to play. Scores from around the area. Derby leads Junction City 21-7 at the end of 3, and Mill Valley leads Aquinas 28-14. 4th down and 1. We'll see if Kapaun decides to run a play here as the play clock dwindles inside of 20. Game clock inside of a minute 5 to play here in this final quarter, as Kapaun will move on to the regional round, looking for their 2nd state title appearance in the last 3 seasons. 4th down and 1, a hard count. Looking to the sideline now, and I believe that Kapaun will take a false start penalty, as it was well orchestrated that time by Weston Sharts, and that one will send this one to a final score. 62-0, our final score. Kapaun wins this one. They move on to the regional round. Andover Central season ends at 5-5. Don't forget to join us for the Ribbit Computers post-game show. Hey, Wichita, got a broken phone, cracked screen, dead battery, not charging. Whatever it is, Ribbit Computers has you covered. They've been Wichita's go-to for fast, affordable phone repairs for over 20 years. Most fixes are done same day, and walk-ins are always welcome. Don't wait days or spend a fortune. Hop into Ribbit Computers to get your phone back up and running today. Ribbit Computers post-game show coming up next in the high school game of the week, presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC. To learn more, head to commercebank.com.
This football season, count on Ribbit Computers. They have 3 convenient locations in East Wichita, West Wichita, and Derby, making it easy to handle repairs, upgrades for all your tech needs. Ribbit Computers is a proud supporter of the Derby Panthers and the community they call home. When it comes to keeping your devices running smoothly, they're the trusted choice. Visit Ribbit Computers at any of their 3 locations for reliable service and hometown support this season.
When it comes to money, What matters most to you? It's not an easy question because your answer can change at a moment's notice. At Commerce Bank, we have 160 years of helping people ask themselves that question and providing financial solutions that are tailored to your ever-changing wants and needs. From setting short-term goals to planning for your future, if it matters to you, it matters to us. And together, we'll find the answers that matter. Commerce Bank. Challenge accepted. Member FDIC.
As we welcome you into the Ribbit Computers post-game show, it's time now to take a look at our Drive of the Game, brought to you by Davis Moore Chevrolet. Together, let's drive to Davis Moore Chevrolet, located under the big American flag at Kellogg and Tyler, or visit them online at davis-moorechevrolet.com. Davis Moore Chevrolet is a proud supporter of high school athletics. Boy, I don't really know what to pick when it comes to Kapaun. 7 scoring drives in the first half, 2 in the second half with the running clock. Let's give it to the first one. Chunk play, and then Sullinger spurts it for 22 yards. I don't think that if I did just one drive of the game, let's just be honest, I'd be doing a disservice to the rest of the drives. Kapaun was just surgical all night long. There wasn't one drive that really stood out as the best. I'll go with the final drive of the first quarter when they threw a passing touchdown to Jackson Gosh. They got a pass to Rocco Keller that really spurred them as Kapaun would win 62-0, and that is our Davis Moore Chevrolet drive of the game. Now it's time for our player of the game. Since 1997, the Wichita Sports Commission has worked to promote, acquire, and support a diversity of youth, amateur, and professional sports programs and events, enhancing the Wichita area economy and quality of life. Sports are more than just games. They are a powerful tool for community building, personal development, and social connection. Their next event is coming up on Saturday, November 22nd, when the 50th annual Wichita Turkey Trot, presented by Dillon's, takes place. Learn more and get signed up today at wichitasports.com. Again, who in the world am I going to pick here? Just so many players had an excellent game for for Kapaun. We'll go with Ken Huff, who was the bell cow back this evening for the Crusaders and finished with the final 2 touchdowns, a 41-yarder and a 54-yarder in the first half that put this one out of reach for Andover Central and for the clock operator as they win this one 62-0. Ken Huff, your player of the game, brought to you by the Wichita Sports Commission. All right, that will do it for us this evening. Appreciate you all for joining us as Kapaun wins this one, 62-0, the final score. Don't forget to join us next week where we'll be back on the traditional airwaves as we will broadcast a high school football game. I believe it will be Derby and Wichita Northwest, and we will tell you about that one coming up next week in another edition of the High School Game of the Week presented by Commerce Bank. Member FDIC to learn more.